Hey Foxies, welcome back to the channel, and I finally did it! I watched the Minecraft movie. And to be honest, I liked it. No clickbait, I promise. I wasn't really in the mood to watch this movie, but curiosity got the better of me. I just had to know what the Minecraft world would look like on the big screen, especially with Jack Black playing Round Steve. So I gave it a shot, and honestly, what I found was pretty mind-blowing. The movie didn't suck. Far from it. I actually enjoyed it. That got me thinking, why not make a video breaking down what worked for me and what didn't? The opening scene was about as dull as it gets. Young Steve wants to be a miner, but a kindly old man stops him because, well, sending kids into mines isn't ideal. Years later, grown-up Steve returned, and just look at him. Who signed off on making Steve look like that? Years later, grown-up Steve returns, determined, but the same old man is still there, still saying no. And I couldn't help but wonder, why is Steve so desperate to risk his life for a low-paying, back-breaking job? Also, how is this old man still alive? The overworld looks absolutely beautiful. I was vibing with the house montages. And then this happened. That creepy homeless man looking face of Steve popped up. I mean, what the actual... At that point, I seriously started wondering if Steve is just a homeless guy high on drugs hallucinating all this. Honestly, that would have made the movie way more interesting. Okay, then this scene comes up, and it reminded me of an asylum. I started wondering if this was foreshadowing something. Then we enter the Nether, home to the movie's main villains, the Pigmen. They're mildly funny, sure, but nothing to write home about. Moving on, the movie brings in new characters. And personally, I loved this part. We meet Jason Momoa, aka Garbage Man. He's hands down the best character in the movie. In my opinion, he's the one who carried all the comedy. In my opinion, his intro was way better than Steve's, even though Steve's the main character. Then we meet the siblings, Henry and Natalie, and I genuinely loved these two. One's overprotective, the other's shy and confused. It creates such a balanced dynamic. I just wish the movie had spent more time exploring that relationship. Then comes the final member of this misfit crew, Dawn, played by Danielle Brooks. And let's be honest, there's no way she knew what was going on. She looked completely out of place, like even she was wondering, what am I doing here? I'm sure she was as confused as the others after knowing that the movie didn't flop. Okay, now comes one of my favorite scenes in the movie, Garbage Man and Henry's quick interaction. Their conversation felt so real and genuinely funny, and Henry's confused tone made it even better. Also, that shop design? Surprisingly solid. I just loved it, man. Now, if you're wondering what the worst part of the movie was, everything about the school scene felt weird and forced. And to top it off, it didn't even help move the plot forward. Also, the principal's character felt totally unnecessary. Her purpose in the story is still a complete mystery. Honestly, if this were one of those 18+ movies, she'd probably be cast as the hot principal hooking up with a teacher. If you catch my drift. What is this? When did Steve write this letter? I mean, it's obvious they just put this in here to move the movie plot, but doing this so blatantly, it's outright stupidity. The group entered the overworld, and the chaos that followed as they met up with Steve felt pretty okay. Then comes the second most viral scene from the movie, Lava Chicken. The song was catchy, sure, but nothing particularly special.
I thought we were going to the Woodland Mansion.
Hank, don't talk back to your elders. Bye-bye.
I don't know how many of you felt this, but this scene hit differently. When Garbage Man told Henry not to argue with adults and then straight up pushed him off a cliff, it really gave off that don't argue with your parents vibe. Weirdly enough, it was kind of fascinating to watch. And then we get the utterly unnecessary principal villager subplot. Like, who pitched this in the writer's room and genuinely thought, yes, this will be hilarious? Honestly, if they'd gone full absurdist and added a romantic subplot, yeah, I said it, it might have actually worked. And don't pretend you haven't wondered what a love scene between a Minecraft villager and the principal would look like. Those noises hit different in context. And finally, we get to the scene that supposedly made the whole movie go viral. The chicken jockey. Honestly, I thought it was pretty stupid. When I actually saw it, it felt like a total letdown. It came and went without leaving any real impression. I just don't get what all the hype was about. After that, there was one last scene I actually liked. It was the iron golem with the winged boots. I'm not sure if that's really in the game or something made just for the movie, but I thought it looked pretty cool. So in the end, it's definitely not a perfect movie. Far from it, actually. But I didn't totally hate it either. I genuinely enjoyed the smaller moments I mentioned. And that's it. Do let me know what you thought. And hey, would you be down for a sequel? I think it's already been announced. But anyway, until then, stay safe and be sussy.